welcome to Saturday night here at DragonCon Update 2022. It is exciting to see you. We've got lots to talk about. My name's Will. I'm your host all night long, well, for at least the next 30 minutes, and we are glad to see you. Let's go right into talking about the art I have here in the studio. We have some amazing pieces from the art show, and we really want to highlight them. The first, and one of my favorites I think I've ever seen, is right behind me here. This piece is actually titled Stop Fairy Trafficking, and it is by Valerie McGreevy. It is phenomenal. It is a three-dimensional piece. As you can see, it's all one piece. At the art show, we're going to give you some close-ups right now. You can see the detail work and the wiring, and oh, it's just absolutely exquisite. It's not the only piece I have for you, though. I also have this beautiful art piece here. It's called The Messenger by Mytha Grimm, and you can check out their booth on the screen there at the Hyatt Grand Hall East and West. And of course, we have one other amazing piece. This is Onyxia, and Onyxia is by Shotzi Arts. This is a solid hand-woven jewelry wire piece, and obviously it's just exquisite. I even have this little button here, and it can just turn the entire time, and we'll leave it turning for just a minute anyway. You can go check out Shotzi Arts also in the art show. There are a ton of amazing pieces there, and you can find that the art show has absolutely something for everyone, whether it's something for $20 all the way up to $4,000 or $5,000 or more. So don't be intimidated by some of the pieces may be expensive, other pieces may not. So go check out the art show, check out what you're looking for, and even if it's just to look, there's some great pieces there. But we have a lot of other things to talk about, so I don't want to spend too much time on the art show. I'm going to turn Onyxia off here and let her just stand here in all her glory, and we are going to move on to talking about Open Hand Atlanta. I have two fantastic guests from Open Hand Atlanta, and we are going to say hi and see what we are doing with Open Hand this year. I want to introduce Stacy Wienick, who's the Senior Manager of Corporate and Faith Partnerships, and of course Ed Anderson, who's a volunteer with Open Hand Atlanta. I would like to welcome both of you. Stacy, Ed, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us. You know, we've got so much happening with DragonCon this year. We have $100,000 in donations will be matched by DragonCon for Open Hand Atlanta. Can you talk a little bit about our partnership, Stacy?
Absolutely. So several years ago, the superheroes, the DragonCon local Atlanta superheroes, descended upon Open Hand Atlanta one day as a volunteer group. And there were 60, 70, 80 people, and they packed meals, and they cleaned up campus, and they delivered meals, and it was amazing. And our partnership has only grown since then.
Wow.
And when we heard that we were selected as a beneficiary this year, we just were thrilled beyond belief. And the fact that we can raise $100,000 this weekend, and that they'll match $100,000, they have a check ready to go for $100,000 for us. But we have to get to that point too. So we're looking for everybody to help pitch in and
how can people help pitch in here at DragonCon?
So there's lots of ways to donate. You can hit the QR code that I know you guys are putting out everywhere. There's a text to give phone number. Of course, you can visit openhandatlanta.org anytime and make a donation. And then throughout DragonCon, there's $10 coloring books, coloring for charity. There's the art auctions.
We've got the charity auction, I believe, on Monday.
Yeah, the charity auctions are happening. So lots of ways to donate over the weekend.
That's great.
We have a table at the Sheraton. You can come visit us, get one of these superhero T-shirts.
And some of the tracks are also doing some things, right? Didn't you say something about the Bunny Hutch at one point?
So the Bunny Hutch raised money Thursday for us. I think they hit about $2,700 in donations.
So, y'all, this is a great opportunity to give and to help your community. And, you know, Open Hand Atlanta does so much. Ed, I would like to ask you, as a volunteer for Open Hand Atlanta, what do you do and how does the donations that people give help the community?
Well, I want to start out by saying that Open Hand Atlanta, my efforts with them have been one of the best things I've ever done.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me. I volunteer, I drive deliver meals to our clients 2 to 3 days a week. And it's something that I personally have been looking forward to doing after my retirement. So 2 years ago after I retired, I signed up to be a volunteer driver, and I've never looked back.
5,000 meals a day on the screen. I see that you and others help deliver every single day here in Atlanta.
Yeah, my car's, I can't quite fit 5,000 meals in my vehicle, but I take anywhere from 10 to 20 meals out. They're packaged very conveniently, anywhere from 5 to 14 meals in a packet, and it's just amazing when I deliver to folks, because I've created so many new friends.
Yeah.
Casual acquaintances, new friends, people, if they don't see me for a week or two, they're like, where were you? You know, and it's, you know, it really makes you grateful to be able to extend that to the community.
You know, I was thinking about this. Open Hand Atlanta is not a small organization. This is it's a pretty big deal. Could either of you tell us what's the size of this organization?
Sure.
Like, it does a lot. It's not just delivering meals.
It is primarily delivering meals. We're one of the largest community-based provider of home delivered meals in the country.
Okay.
We do send out about 5,000 meals every day, so that equaled about 1.5 million meals last year in 2021.
That's amazing.
And in nutrition education, we do a lot of education, because we know that food is medicine, right? Like, if we can get healthy meals to these people, our neighbors in need, who have battling chronic illness, seniors, people who are at risk for chronic illness.
Wow.
If they can eat healthier, they're going to have better health outcomes. But more importantly, we know that food is love, right? Like, we're doing this because these people, so many people that we talk to have told us that if it weren't for Open Hand, they don't know where their next meal is coming from.
Wow, that's powerful. And you know, we just had up on the screen some kids. Is there anything we do with kids that Open Hand Atlanta specifically does with kids?
We do some nutrition education classes. So we're teaching families how to cook and prepare food on a budget, right?
Lovely.
You know, people don't have access to a lot of money these days. We're fighting inflation, which is one of the reasons we're here this weekend. You know, our grocery bills, like everybody else's, has gone up 28% over the last few years. So we're trying to help people also learn how to cook healthy, nutritious meals.
If I could add also, in addition, school groups come out to Open Hand Atlanta and volunteer their time. That's how I became acquainted with it before I retired as a school teacher. We would bring groups of students out to help pack meals and do particularly from our culinary class. And it's a good way to develop that vision with young people about giving back.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. You all, thank you so much for coming out. What would you say to before we depart? What would you say to someone to help convince them to give? You were talking about how specifically how impactful this has been on you, both when you were a teacher and now as a volunteer for them. What would you say, and Stacy, to help convince someone here at the con to help give to someone else through Open Hand?
You know, like I said, I mean, people rely on us. People are relying on us to provide them with this nutrition. And it's delicious meals, they're healthy meals, but they're really important meals for these people to
They truly are. And as I've said earlier, sometimes people, I've cried in driveways with some of our clients because that's how appreciative they are. And, I get as much back as I give, and that's what I truly believe.
And our donors and our volunteers are the heart of our organization. So we can't do it without people like Ed, and we can't do it without people like DragonCon and the DragonCon fans and people here this weekend that are donating every day to Open Hand. So we're very grateful. Our clients are grateful. We see it in their eyes. We hear it. We see it every day.
You all, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. We're actually going to be transitioning out of talking about this for the moment, but before we do, just remember how much of an impact you can make by donating. So please consider helping donate to our charity Open Hand Atlanta. We have that number on the screen for you right now, and we have the QR code as well for you. We're going to be transitioning next to talking about the Atlanta Swing Orchestra, who performed at DragonCon for the first time since the pandemic. So Stacy, Ed, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Let's check out the Atlanta Swing Orchestra.
Welcome back to DCTV. I'm Ryan. It's Friday, 8:30, and that means one thing. The Atlanta Swing Orchestra is putting on a show for us. Now let's go see if we can have a swing good time. We are joined here with the Atlanta Swing Orchestra. All right. Great to see you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, how long have you guys been doing this at DragonCon?
Well, this is our 4th year performing for DragonCon. We've been on the main stage 3 times, and we performed with the Temporal Ball for the alternate history and fiction track last time that we were here. So this is our 4th year here, and we're really excited to be playing for DragonCon.
So, can any one of you tell me what the Atlanta Swing Orchestra is really about?
Absolutely. We are a super fun band made up of professional musicians, semi-professional musicians, and just absolute amateurs. I'm a local dentist, you can see as my tooth on my trombone, and we rehearse every week from all over Atlanta. We have a great time. I've been playing in the band, going on about 12 years now.
12 years. Wow, that is totally amazing and interesting. So tell us how long you've been involved with ASO and what got you involved in the first place.
Well, I've been with the orchestra about 4 or 5 years, and it's been amazing. I've had a great time. I'm playing lead tenor. The first night I came to rehearsal, I actually wanted to play second tenor, but the director said, like, no, you're going to play first. Sit down and play. And so I'm just having a great time.
I got started with the Swing Orchestra when it was just getting formed up about 22 years ago. And I got involved because somebody called and said that they needed a baritone sax player, which is what I play in the band. And so I came and joined them, and I've been here ever since. And I started doing male vocals about 5 years ago, I think.
And I understand you're our singer of the ASO?
Yeah. I started singing with the band, only about maybe 5 years ago. I've sung with big bands for most of my career, and I was really excited to be asked to sing because I love singing with a big band, and I especially love singing for dancers. It's just a blast.
I gotta ask, what song could you sing on loop? Never gets old.
Orange Colored Sky.
Good choice.
Do you even know what that is?
No, I don't. So Fireball, where can people find out more about the Atlanta Swing Orchestra on the social media?
Sure. Well, we do have our website, atlantaswing.org, and there's more information about that with all of our social media. Of course, you can find us on Facebook. I think we have an Instagram, and we have a YouTube channel, so we have some of our videos shown up on there. So, atlantaswing.org is the best place to look for all of our content.
Maybe we could do a little Bohemian Rhapsody later?
Absolutely.
Why not?
So tell me, what are you doing here at the Atlanta Swing Orchestra?
Well, I am going to be teaching the people how to dance. We're going to be doing a short swing lesson in between band breaks.
How long have you been teaching dance?
Far too long, about 25 years now.
Tell me, what complexities are involved in swing dancing as opposed to, say, salsa?
Okay. With any dance, partner dance, social dance, there's going to be a heavy emphasis on lead and follow. So it's not just moving your body, but we actually will teach you how to make a connection and hopefully teach the leaders how to lead someone that follows.
What we're going to be doing is just teaching people how to be able to move with their partner in sync and to the music, hopefully, as well, and basic steps so that you can get on the dance floor and feel pretty comfortable.
So how easy would you say it is for a newcomer to be able to swing dance?
Easier than you might expect. It always seems very intimidating when you see someone on the dance floor and they look like they know what they're doing. But I would say in about 15 minutes, you too can look like you know what you're doing.
So tell us, is there any social media we can find you on? And is there a YouTube channel that I could personally watch you dance? And swing?
So our website is downsouthswing.com. On Facebook, you can find us at Down South Swing. But I definitely recommend that you check out ATL Swing Dance Info on the Facebooks and see what's going on in the Atlanta swing dance community.
I know I'm going to be booking a private lesson. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Noah. And we can't wait to see you go out there and swing. All right, I'm here with Micah and Caitlin, and they came down to swing at the Atlanta Swing Orchestra. And you guys were really cutting it out there. Tell us, what brought you down here, and how did you hear about this?
Heard about it just through the program. Really appreciated that. It's been a while since we've been able to go out swing dancing, obviously, so it's a great way to get back into it.
So what's your favorite part of tonight's event?
I'm really liking all the variety of music that they're playing. It's really fun.
I'm really liking the dance floor, just that there is one. I was not totally certain, so very glad that that's there.
I'm actually really happy they're introducing this kind of music to all sorts of generations here, that they get to experience it. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. Now you guys get out there and swing it up.
Gonna do it. Thank you.
Who knew you could do so much sweating from all that swinging? Am I right? This is Ryan from DCTV signing off. And party on, DragonCon. Tell me about the swinging.
How much have you been doing?
Tell me about the swing.
There you go.
Oh, can I say Atlanta Swing Orchestra?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Welcome back. That was exciting. You know, I need to take some swing lessons myself, I think. That sounds like a ton of fun. You know, circling back to our conversation earlier about charity, we're going to throw up that QR code on the screen again. You can also give by participating at many of the charity events going on. For example, tonight is a big night for the Military Sci-Fi Media Tracks charitable events. You can join them at 8:30 for a kid-friendly, relaxing evening of crafting and gaming fun. They're going to have card games, they're going to have board games, they're going to have activity stations, all set to help benefit Open Hand Atlanta. And later tonight at 10 p.m., they're going to have a charity team trivia contest. For this mature audience event, you can form a team with friends and compete in a trivia contest. So it's very exciting. But don't forget, you can also help out your community by helping to donate blood. You can be a superhero, potentially help save a life if you are able to donate. You can save time, and if you book in advance, you'll even earn a free pin by signing up ahead of time to donate. Or you can just drop by when you're free and they are open. Either way, you're going to get a really cool t-shirt, whichever way you decide to do it. If you do it in advance, you can of course schedule in advance, you get that pin as well, and you'll also get to know that you helped out someone and you did a good deed. The vendor workshops we mentioned yesterday, those vendor workshops are going on all weekend. They do still have some availability for their Sunday and Monday workshops, so check those out. There are classes on sewing, stamp making, quilting, and even making pet ornaments, which sounds very intriguing to me. So I hope that you have a chance to go check that out. You have until midnight, of course, to cast your ballot in the Dragon Awards. If you registered to vote, the Dragon Awards are DragonCon's literary and media awards. Fans have nominated every work that is listed, so join your fellow fans and help vote for the best works in each category. The winners are going to be announced tomorrow, so you have until midnight tonight. Please go ahead and check that out. We are going to be transitioning to our next guest, who needs no introduction, but I'm going to try to do it anyways. We have legendary game designer Steve Jackson with us tonight. And we also, of course, have Joe Allreed, who's the VP of production with Direwolf Digital. Steve, Joe, welcome tonight. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. You know, I think that we have something to show that you brought to put on the screen, right? Let's take a look at that first, because I think that's going to help get us to what we're going to talk about. Let's see what we got.
It will speak.
knock down the door. That looked cool. That looked awesome. What did we just watch?
So Munchkin is coming to digital this fall.
That's amazing.
That's right.
I guess I didn't realize it's taken this long to get Munchkin on digital, but it looks like it's going to be well worth the wait. What's going on? Tell me about what's happening. Is this something different? Is this a different kind of Munchkin, or what are we doing?
That's the thing. This is the Munchkin that you know and that we hope you love. It's been faithfully brought to digital, and yes, it was a 20-year wait, and worth it. It's finally right.
It looks fantastic. I have to say that this is going to I have so many questions. Is this one player? Is this multiplayer? Do you have to be online for it? Can you do it offline? What's going on here?
Yeah, so basically all those things that you're like, oh, can you play it online or offline? Or how many players can you play against? All those things you're gonna have lots of options for those. You can play online, you can play offline, you could play with just your friend one-on-one, you could play against 5 other AI opponents. You can do any of those things. There will also be challenges with like unique rule sets. So it's super exciting. We were actually we actually showed the trailer to folks earlier today, and everybody was asking questions about, well, what about this Munchkin expansion or that Munchkin expansion, and all those possibilities to bring those things in. They won't be there later this fall when the game first comes out, but we have the opportunity to integrate all those things.
Just like the original Munchkin didn't have the expansions until later.
Right.
Oh, it was one little box and it grew.
It grew, and it's grown into digital. Munchkin digital. It just blows my mind. That is amazing.
It still blows my mind too.
I'm
honestly.
so excited. So that's how I can why am I talking to you all? I need to go get this right now.
So it's not out yet.
Oh.
So it's coming, but soon.
I can't wait.
Soon, in air quotes.
Soon
coming
in
this
air
fall.
quotes.
It's on. You can wish list
Okay.
it. You can wish list it on Steam right now. You can go check that out, and then it'll be coming to mobile as well this fall as well.
That's great. So it will be both on Steam and mobile this fall.
That's right.
I cannot wait. That is so exciting. And Direwolf, you all do a ton of great work.
That's right.
Can you tell me what is specific special about this game?
Yeah, so people can check out all the different cool games we do at direwolfdigital.com. We have all sorts of card games, board games, all sorts of different things that we do, and we specialize in a lot of different ways that allow you to kind of tweak the rule sets in a digital space that you might not be able to do just playing, on your table at night on a Saturday night. And I think that's the thing that's going to be really exciting about this is people will be able to see like. That you can play against AI opponents, but then again, like there's going to be different challenges, different ways, different unique rules for you to play against that you can only kind of really get, by playing an actual video game. So it's going to be really exciting to see that, kind of pan out. And that's just to start on day one. And I think one of the things Steve is super excited about is there's a lot of opportunity in the, over the years to come, over the different things we can do with this.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
Yes, he mentioned the AIs. The AIs have memory. If you help an AI, it'll remember at least for a while and be grateful. And if you stab it in the back, it will also remember.
No, that sounds awesome and awful at the same time. I love it.
Well,
this is so cool.
It's one short step to Skynet, except it'll have a chainsaw.
Thank you. That image is not going to leave my mind for the rest of the night.
Oh,
my
work
goodness.
here is done.
Joe, thank you so much for helping to bring this vision to life. And Steve, I have to say that you've been doing a lot this weekend here at DragonCon.
It's been a busy weekend.
You had some workshops with Bill Fawcett, didn't you?
Yes. Bill and I did a game design workshop Thursday and Friday.
And how did that go?
It went very well. Last year's was good. This year was better.
That's so cool. I hope that we get to have another workshop in a future year to see you some more, because that sounds exciting. I see that you have this neat little die here.
This neat little die, yes.
Tell me all about it. What's going on here?
All about it. Well, it's green and it has 10 sides and it has a picture of Spike on it. It's primarily intended as a level counter for games and as a paperweight and so on. You can roll it. It's an honest die, but it will destroy anything you roll it on, so don't.
Perfect.
It's also a home defense weapon in the utmost utmost exigencies.
So is this the only one like this, or?
No, we have these available for sale on our site, but we donated one to the charity auction, which does support Open Hand.
That's great.
So yes. I don't know if this lot has gone up yet or not.
Okay.
But if you want one of these, check out the auction. Look at all the neat stuff. And this one of these, except this year, what did we bring? I think it was a black one this year.
Okay.
Is going. It's part of the lots.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. You know, the only other question I have for you is, what else have you got going on? Did you bring us anything else to show off?
Funny you should ask that. It's almost as though we had talked about this beforehand.
Oh my gosh, it's the first time I'm ever seeing this. This is great.
Okay. This is my newest Munchkin game. This is Steve Jackson's Munchkin Presents Batman is the official title. You can call it Munchkin Batman and it won't mind.
Okay.
And
all right.
It was so much fun to do. The difference between this and Basic Munchkin is that instead of a hero killing monsters, you are one of Batman's foes. You're one of the supervillains, and you are committing crimes. And they might be little crimes like taking candy from a baby, or they might be big crimes like reveal the location of the Batcave, and so on and so on. And Batman is not a player. Batman is part of the environment. Batman will come and punch you.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I love this. You all should check this out. Munchkin Presents Batman. Steve Jackson's Munchkin Presents Batman. That's awesome. Thank you for bringing this.
It was fun to do.
That is wonderful. You know, Steve, will we be able to find you anywhere else this weekend?
Yes, I am at the Bard's Tower booth doing signings. They're scheduled. That's 2818. They do have some of those for sale too.
And you'd be willing to sign it if they're there.
I will absolutely deface it.
I love it. I love it. Excellent. And we can't wait to see more of you this weekend. Steve, thank you so much. Joe, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here tonight. We don't have much time left. Everyone, if you haven't had a chance, go check out and take a look at Steve Jackson's Munchkin Presents Batman.
It's Batman.
Batman.
It's
Batman. Awesome. Absolutely. And if you have your Daily Dragon, there's some great stuff happening tonight and all weekend long. You're gonna find me at the Spectrum Party tonight. It's featuring Candyland, so we're gonna have fun there. And we don't have much time left, so we're gonna say goodbye. Steve, Joe, thank you so much. And thank you for Munchkin Digital. I can't wait. Y'all have a great night. Thanks, DragonCon.
Hello and welcome back to DragonCon Legends, where we are interviewing some of the biggest names in the genre, finding out their stories, things they've done, the interesting stories they have to tell, and just getting to know some of the people that help make this entire world that we live in, both the real world and the genre.